I think what always surprises me is that when we're talking about a business's one of the biggest assets is their debtors ledger, people that are owing the money, is their relationship with those people. They'll raise them an invoice and they'll go away and then sort of maybe complain they're not getting paid on time. There is no relationship. So I think the first thing to do is, regardless of the size, and this again another pitfall is if you're a smaller company with only limited resources, you have to make room for this. If you're not doing it, you need to get someone to do it. But there needs to be some form of rapport, some sort of relationship with your customers. There's huge benefits to doing that. One is that if there is that sort of know, like and trust between you and the customer, they are going to psychologically prioritise paying you in some way, shape or form. They're going to feel pretty awkward not being able to pay people. So if you know somebody, I think there is a benefit there to getting paid on time. Also, having that rapport, having that constant contact. If there are problems, if there's troubles within that company, within that business, you will get to find out. Added on to that, you should be using technologies to find out and doing credit traces on these people and checking to see if there's any difference in how they're performing. And if there is, then you can make adjustments to their credit terms accordingly. The other thing is you can offer discounts for early payments, and that can be very successful. And it only has to be a fairly modest amount to really make a difference. So people are offering 5 to 7% discounts. And again, if you can get the money in earlier, so if you say your terms are 30 days, but if you pay within 2 weeks, there's a 5% settlement discount. Although it seems like you're giving money away, you're not really, because having the money today is better than maybe getting it somewhere down the line. So that can be a really positive way of getting those payments in quicker. One of the other things as well is having a robust credit control system in place, and people don't have this. So they'll sit and they'll make, I haven't been paid, but what do you actually do? There should be templated letters, a very robust system, so when somebody isn't paid, it starts off in a fairly gentle manner, but you know exactly where that is going to go and who is going to do that for you. And the thing is, if you get a speedy reply into these customers who aren't paying you, you will far more likely to get a reaction than if you just hit them with something pretty heavy in 3 or 4 months' time. So you've got to be on with this. The other thing we can look to do as well is for those debtors that unfortunately never manage to pay is we can look to insure. And that just gives us the confidence that if we're saying there's 5 or 7% of the year, depending on what industry, in that we're going to unfortunately suffer bad debt, if you can get credit insurances against these customers, that can be another way of just ensuring that your cash flow doesn't take a hit.